Hello Aquarius, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your June 2025 general reading. Looking at the first half of June 2025 here for the air sign of Aquarius. Thanks for being here, for taking the time to watch these videos. Please do like, share, and subscribe. If you know your other signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, watch those videos as well for additional insight. General readings, of course, can always resonate a little differently for everyone. If something really hits home with you in the reading and you want to explore it a bit more, pull the curtain back and reach out for a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, or if you simply like the reading style, you can email me for information. Maggie, the number one McGuire at gmail.com. You can click on the description of this video below to see that as well. I can get back to you usually pretty quickly. Within 24 hours, I offer lots of different types of readings: costs, length, styles, spreads, love and romance, relationship compatibility, career, work, money, finance, investment, 6 and 12-month overviews. I do it all. Something for everyone. And I'm quite diligent about the timely scheduling of personal readings as well. So email me if you're interested. All right, Aquarius, let's see what the first half of June is bringing in for you. We have the Five of Cups. Some of you are feeling sad. There's been a loss. There might be regret in here, feeling sorry. Not all is lost though, right? You're focused only on what went wrong, what happened, what was lost, but not all is lost. There's still two cups upright and full, representing things in your life still to be grateful for, opportunities you might miss out on because you're only focused on what's happened, the negative aspects of it. For some of you, it may be a situation that can still be salvaged. It can still be repaired. Next, we have the Eight of Swords, but some of you feel like there isn't anything you can do, that it would be too difficult, that the external challenges are too hard. And it's not to say that it wouldn't be difficult or it wouldn't be challenging, but the Eight of Swords is a card about somebody who says that they're trapped. They can't. The challenges are too great. I can't because of this, and I can't because of that, and I can't because of the other thing. And it may be quite challenging, but the Eight of Swords is kind of a victim card. It's being held back from making positive changes simply because of the belief systems or messages that you're listening to in your head that want to keep you stuck in a cycle of fear and doubt and insecurity. So, that part of us, almost a self-sabotaging part, doesn't want you to move forward. And so all these excuses, reasons, and justifications kind of come up in our minds why we can't make positive changes, when in fact we can, even if it's difficult. We have the Ten of Wands. So tens numerically in the tarot represent a cycle coming full circle, an ending. So the Ten of Wands represents this burden has grown too heavy. It's time to lay it down and it's time to move on. It's time to get out from underneath this. This has to stop. Your crowning energy is the Seven of Swords. Often a card associated with lies, deceit, things being concealed, what we don't know. It can be positive or negative. It's a very self-serving card. It may be that somebody was deceitful and dishonest with you, and that's what's causing the pain. It might be that some of you were deceitful and dishonest with someone, and that's what's causing the pain. Just kind of depends on what, side of this you're on. But there's definitely a sense of kind of wallowing in it here for a while. And please don't shoot the messenger. Not trying to. It's always about walking a diplomatic line between not sugarcoating it and being real too. But, and it's understandable. We've all gone through very difficult time periods where, we just find ourselves staring into the abyss for a while, right? And this feels kind of like one of them. But the danger is don't get stuck in it for too long. There is a way out here. I'm seeing quite clearly with the Eight of Swords and the Five of Cups. Even if it's not repairing the situation in its whole, it feels like there's the possibility of at least resolvement of it, which usually represents getting everything out through honest communication, regardless of what the end result is. At least you can walk away knowing that you've done that. Again, it might be something has come in and caused this pain to you, or, you've done it to somebody else, right? Let's take a look at that Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is, our self-serving card. We do what we do to achieve our own aims, and it's usually a hidden or concealed thing. We have Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, the Hanging Man. This is kind of trying to figure out what to do, trying to take the time to figure out what to do. Do I stay? Do I leave? Looking at what you have invested in this, whatever it is, this situation, this relationship, this situation. Should you defend that which you have a lot invested in? Trying to kind of get a different perspective. Some of you may be doing a little bit of digging to see if there's a possibility here or how deep it goes. Getting kind of an investigative sort of energy here. Let's take a look at that Five of Cups. Eight of Cups, the Hermit, the Three of Pentacles. Should you walk away from it? Should you communicate? Try to compromise, negotiate, collaborate. Some of you, this might be a work situation as well, in which you've been really let down and really disappointed by how marginalized you've been, or how you've tried to communicate things that need to be done or worked on. You can transfer the same energy to any kind of relationship as well. But it feels like you weren't listened to. There's this kind of overall sense in this reading, Aquarius, of trying to make a decision as to what to do. Do I try and stay and fight for it, regardless of which side of this mess that you were on, either the recipient of it or the cause of it? Did you have a part to play in it, right? The whole kind of theme here is, can this situation be resolved? Can it be fixed? Can it be healed? Can we come to at least some kind of resolution? Do I need to walk away? Eight of Swords. Kind of for a minute at least, you're telling yourself, well, I can't. It would be too difficult. This, I can't get over this. Something like that. Five of Wands, Two of Swords, Eight of Swords again. It's a tough, tough choice. I think a lot of you are feeling really, really, really conflicted about it. Some of you are actually being conflict avoidant. Some of you, there needs to be a conversation. Something needs to be brought up and addressed. But some of you are very conflict avoidant about it. You don't want to get into it. You don't want to have a fight or an argument, or, there's just this kind of reluctance or resistance. This whole energy of all four of these cards is about being conflict resistant, even though the conflict is still going on inside. Let's take a look at that Ten of Wands. But you got to do something, because, the Ten of Wands says, yeah, this can't go on. This can't go on this way. So you have to do something. Page of Cups, Ten of Cups, the Lovers. Communication needs to be had here. There needs to be kind of a reaching out communication to try and make a decision that's going to be best for, everybody concerned. There's a strong kind of theme here of home and family, whatever home and family means to you. Some of you may be making a choice about a relationship. Do we continue forward? Do we not? What's best for everyone involved? Some of you, it might not be about a relationship itself. It might be in another area of life, but one which significantly and profoundly affects your home and family environment. So again, there's this sense of, okay, we need to communicate. There needs to be a conversation kind of taking place here. Advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. The Knight of Cups and Temperance. This is all about reaching out, keeping your heart open as much as possible, reaching out and learning how to, in that reaching out in the conversation, learning how to be flexible, because that's what temperance is. Temperance is being able to stand in the middle of the crazy seesaw that is life sometimes, with the outside arms representing things we can't control, going up and down. Now, if we allow those to pull us out of our center and grounding, even if we're still feeling pain in that center place, we're going to lose our balance on those arms, because you can't keep your balance when they're going up and down. You know, you allow them to pull you out of that center, you're going to lose your balance. Staying in the middle and learning how to adapt, to shift, to adjust, to be flexible, to be a bit open, to consider other people's opinions and where they're coming from as well, right? But this is about kind of opening up a bridge of communication here, so that Three of Swords, so that there can be healing. Healing can't happen until the wound gets addressed, until the wound gets cleaned out, right? Until it gets addressed, whatever caused it gets addressed, so that there can be healing. The Chariot. Success is possible in this here. Now, success doesn't necessarily mean, if it's a relationship, getting back together again, or, you know, retaining that job. Success can mean that everybody said what they needed to say, everybody felt listened to, and maybe you make a decision that you can't go back, but at least there's some kind of resolvement. The Chariot is success through perseverance, determination, willpower. There may be a lot of moving parts to this, but it's possible here. It's possible to heal this situation enough to at least have resolution and resolvement here. But a conversation needs to be had, to be addressed. The conflict avoidant energy, even if you walk away from it, it's still going to be this thing that just kind of has this slow fester to it. So again, it's about addressing things. I'm going to leave it there, Aquarius. Those are your messages for the first half of June 2025. And for those of you for whom they hit home and made sense and resonated, I hope it was helpful for you. If it was, and you'd like to pull the curtain back and explore it a bit further, or you simply like the reading style, again, if you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can click on the description of this video below to also get that contact information. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a little while. Be safe always. Be well. Be blessed. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.